Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in to PDubs Arcade Loft. On today's episode of PDubs Arcade Loft, we're going to be talking about how Toyshock lived up to their namesake and they shocked the 3/4 scale arcade world with last week the announcements hitting the news that we now have a 3/4 scale digital pinball arcade machine to round out your in-home arcades. We know a lot of fans of Arcade 1-Up and At Games are very excited about this particular product. It's something we've been asking for the last 12 months. And if you watch this video and stay tuned, we're going to dive a little bit deeper into the product as well as the games that are included and kind of show you what to expect from this new player in the 3/4 scale arcade market. Stay tuned. Now, before we go any further, please do us a favor and hit that subscribe button, especially if you want to keep up to date on everything that is Toyshock, Arcade 1-Up, or At Games related. Also, as we kind of do some digging and research, we know more information is going to be coming out next week by Toyshock. If you want to also stay up to date, not only subscribe to this channel, but also go to Facebook and join the official Toyshock Digital 3D Pinball fan page. I'll post links to everything that we discussed in the video description below. That way you can get there easily. Definitely want to follow that. There's some of the representatives from Toyshock on our fan page, and we definitely are looking forward to them giving us some more information about this device next week. Also, what's very interesting is because these are all Gottlieb titles, as we all know, Gottlieb has had a huge relationship with Pinball Arcade, and when we're going to demonstrate for you what some of these games look like, especially if these games are new to you, if you've never played these games before and kind of want to see what they look like and what you're getting yourself into. I'm going to show you some gameplay of what they could look like, but keep in mind I'm using a totally different device. I am not using the device, the Toyshock Pinball Arcade. I don't have it. Nobody has it yet. But I wanted to give you guys an idea as to what these games look like. So we're going to be emulating them a different way, and obviously the screen angle might look a little bit different than what we're going to see on the Pinball Machine, but I wanted you guys to be informed and see what these games look like. So let's do a quick rundown of these games and see if we get pretty excited about them. Now, I'm really hoping that the software running this thing is the Pinball Arcade software. Due to Gottlieb's relationship with them, I think that would be a fantastic choice for this product. But let's stay tuned and find out more.
Alright guys, the first game is Big Shot, came out by Gottlieb in 1973. It's a pool-themed table game, very popular for skilled players. It's very difficult to hit all 14 drop targets in the game. I believe when this was originally manufactured, only 2,900 units were originally manufactured way back in 1973. It's definitely an old-school game. It's not that exciting of a table, but then again, this is what this is what pinball tables were like back in the 70s. Alright guys, we're going to keep saving the best ones for last. So taking a look at the next one, we got Jack's Open. This is another 1970s pinball game. I believe this came out back in 1977. This particular game challenges players to build card hands by completing specific spot target combinations. Kind of open with a pair, to be challenged to complete 3 of a kind, then challenged to complete a full house, and then challenged again to complete a royal flush to light certain specials. I believe when this cabinet was originally manufactured, about 2,975 units were ever produced. The next one included with the Toyshock Pinball Machine is the Class of 1812. Now this is actually a personal favorite of mine. It's a scary, fun game, good for all ages, especially the kids. Supernatural themed table, came out way back in 1991. Players are challenged with collecting 5 unique characters by lighting all of the bonus level lamps. The playfield features a severed hand and an animated mechanical beating heart and chattering teeth. Everything is synchronized to the game's music and speech. About 1,668 units of this table were originally made. It's definitely a fun play, and I can't wait to see it on this in-home pinball machine. Alright guys, moving right along, next game is TX Sector. This game came out way back in 1988. This is a very interesting game. It's got a very beautiful playfield. The playfield actually shows off some strikingly lit ramps and a curving plunger habit trail for exciting gameplay. It uses stage captive balls. The game actually will teleport the balls across the table during gameplay for added attractions and fun, and also to make you eat your quarters, if you will. Back when this game was originally manufactured, about 2,336 units of this table were ever produced. Very fun game, and I'm glad to see that it's included. Alright, if you're a race car fan, you're going to love Victory. Victory is a fantastic game, came out way back in 1987, where players are challenged with finishing a race by completing specific shots representing checkpoints on the track. All the players screech around corners, over and under ramps on an adventure to the finish line. You get to load your weapons, check your equipment, and start your engines. I believe when this table was originally manufactured, 3,315 units were ever produced. This is definitely a super, super fun game, and I love the tracks, I love the ramps. Very, very excited that this is going to be included on the Toyshock Pinball Machine. I was actually kind of surprised to see that the next game on the list, Lights, Camera, Action, was actually included on this pinball machine. This is a Gottlieb classic, came out in 1989. However, this game relies on using the dual LCD screen, where, because you're a director challenged with finishing an exciting action movie, and there's special scenes on that LCD board that play into the game. And of course, this Toyshock Pinball Machine does not have dual displays. However, it does have an LED board, so one would assume that perhaps the scenes in the game where you it pans up and you have to see what's going on the top monitor screen, perhaps that'll just be emulated on the little LED screen that they'll have included. But it's an innovative game, including floodlights and rotating mini playfields, ball jets, which will launch the balls back at the players. This was also the first table, I think, way back in the day to feature the catch-up feature, giving players of all skill levels a chance in multiplayer games. Back when this was manufactured in 1989, only 1,708 units of this table were produced. Because we don't have the dual displays, I'm kind of curious how this is going to play on the Toyshock machine. Alright guys, the next game on the list is another personal favorite of good old PDubs. This is Bonebusters, came out back in 1989. This is an awesome, awesome game. You can send the ball flying through the air via the long jump ramp, and you can even start 2, 3, or 4-player multi-ball. You get to earn the Drop Target Awards to discover Liz's Surprise, and you can score the Opera Jackpot for big points. When normal gameplay ends, the table features bonus round 3-ball Frenzy to top off your great scores. And don't forget to listen up to the old mean one eye, that talking skeleton at the top of the back box. Over 2,000 units of this table were originally produced. It's an awesome game, it's super fun, and it's definitely one of the headliners on this machine. Alright guys, the next one is Black Hole. We'll do a couple more of the headliners, so we'll get to our top 3. Number 3, Black Hole. And this is a very, very classic game. You've probably played it before because this was a widely produced unit. 8,774 units of this table were produced way back in 1981. Classic game, fast-paced gameplay, unique feature sets. You got dual playing fields up and below. It's a beautiful, bright colored table, fantastic artwork. Very excited that this is included on the Toyshock machine. Look forward to playing it. Man, I wish we would have got El Dorado, the City of Gold, on this particular Toyshock cabinet, but it looks like instead we're going to get El Dorado, the 1975 classic. Although it's a, it's a classic game with electromechanical gameplay with 4 flippers, 2 sets of drop targets, and 10 rollovers that can be lit for big points, it honestly just can't hold up to the remake, cannot hold up to El Dorado City of Gold. However, it still should be fun to play. You gotta have variety, and I do like the fact that Toyshock is mixing in a mixture of classic and also more highly advanced modern pinball games. I believe 2,875 units of this particular table were originally produced, and hopefully we'll get a chance to learn to love it. Okay guys, and now time to skip ahead to the main event, the headliner, the showstopper, Haunted House. There's a couple more tables included on this cabinet, but we know your time is valuable, and we wanted to keep this video right around 10 minutes or so. Obviously, the headliner is Haunted House, 1982. This is the fantastic, fantastic game. This was the first table to have a triple-level playfield that was accessible by one ball. The 3 playfield level represents the cellar, the main floor, and the attic of a haunted house. Players use a total of 8 flippers to move their ball through the 3 floors of spooky fun, and they get to shoot up and down ramps, tubes, and trapdoors that lead from one room to the other. Come inside, but please be warned, you'd best not play alone. When this table was originally manufactured, 6,835 units of the table were produced. This is a fantastic game, and it's definitely a no-brainer when you look at the set of 12 games included, why they chose to use Haunted House as the graphic art package for this particular machine. It is awesome, it is fun to play, and whatever you do, don't go in the cellar. Now, before we leave you, we definitely wanted to show you some exclusive upcoming cabinet designs given to the Toyshock Digital 3D Pinball Facebook fan page, given to us exclusively from Toyshock personnel of upcoming cabinets and cabinet designs that they have coming out. As you can see, we're going to have more games, including Teed Off and Gladiator. It sounds like pretty much every cabinet might have about 12 games included. Obviously, once we have the cabinet in hand, we'll see if there's any modding potential. You definitely want to check out that Facebook page, and also please subscribe to this channel. That way I can keep you posted on everything coming up with Toyshock and the Pinball Machine. Thanks so much, guys, and have a great day.